Hello and welcome back to the FS Football channel and today's watch along of the Everton versus Manchester United game. So, as you can see on my right, we've got today's lineup. It's obviously David De Gea in goal. The defence, as we normally see, of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Luke Shaw. We've then got a midfield two of Fred and Scott McTominay, and then a front line of Marcus Rashford on the left, Bruno Fernandes behind Anthony Martial, and Juan Mata. Now, what do we think about that starting lineup? Personally, I'm not happy with the starting lineup. I think really it's a poor starting lineup. Defensively, why is Axel not starting? I don't think Harry Maguire deserves to be starting. Axel has played two games. Was best defensive performance we've seen from a centre back this year was Axel Tuanzebe against PSG. He gets dropped after having a slightly difficult game against Istanbul. Harry Maguire has probably had what, two good games this season, and the rest have been pretty bad. And he starts every week. It's a joke. Lindelof, yeah, he deserves to be in that over Maguire, but he doesn't deserve to be in there over Axel, really. Who close that? There you go. So, Juan Mata, why is he starting today? I don't think he deserves to be starting. He was poor against Istanbul for me, and somehow he's got the start today. McTominay, he's been awful again and again this season, and he gets the start. It's one of them things where we're constantly, and I said it in the watch along against Istanbul, we're constantly rewarding poor and average performances, and it's not really acceptable. We shouldn't be doing it. Scott McTominay should not be starting today. Who else shouldn't be starting? Scott McTominay shouldn't be starting today. It's really poor. Is the first Istanbul goal? Oh, Rio's analysing. There's no need to analyse it. It's schoolboy stuff. And I'm sorry, under a Jurgen Klopp, under a Pep Guardiola, even under Frank Lampard or whoever, that goal does not happen. A manager that's on the touchline screaming 24/7, that goal does not happen. He does not allow no one to be back defending. It doesn't happen. I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. And I mean, it's schoolboy stuff, and Nemanja Matic there should be doing better, or either Luke Shaw or Wan-Bissaka or whoever should be doing better. And Matic shouldn't just let him run. I have to take back what I said. He is there on the touchline screaming. But I I can't see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lasting much longer. I don't think he's set up lined up properly. I can't get over the fact Scott McTominay starts today. What does Donny van der Beek have to do to get a start in the Premier League? He was our man of the match against Istanbul and got subbed off. And what? We've started Juan Mata, who was awful, and McTominay, who was awful. Well, sorry, again, I take that back in McTominay. He wasn't terrible against Istanbul, but he wasn't good. He was average. Oh, it's just I can't believe the decision making behind this manager. Um, Last year when we were on that amazing run in this formation, and I don't mind playing this formation. Preferably, I would like to see us play this formation over the diamond, but the diamond just fits in our best players, and that's where we've seen the best performance from us this season. If we're playing this formation, why don't we play the team that got us Champions League football last year, where we had a midfield three of Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and Nemanja Matic? We haven't really seen it this year. We saw, I think it was against Crystal Palace. No, we didn't even see it against Palace. Have we seen it at all this year? Maybe against Tottenham, where we started well and then Harry Maguire cost us it. We haven't really seen that 4-2-3-1 with Matic and Pogba, and then we had Greenwood, Rashford, Martial. We haven't seen it this year really. So where is it? What has Nemanja Matic done to make Scott McTominay play over him? McTominay's not as good as Nemanja Matic. I just can't get over the fact Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves sack if we lose this game, because he set himself up for failure. He set himself up to sit back and defend all game, and this is exactly what I said would happen in the pre-match preview. I just assumed Juan Mata wouldn't be able to play, wouldn't be playing. But apart from that, the team is pretty much exactly how I said it would. If I played this formation, this is exactly the team I would have selected. Maybe I would have suggested Dan James would start, but actually I don't think I would. That would have been, if I was told we're playing the 4-2-3-1, this is exactly the team I thought we'd play. It's ludicrous. Mata and McTominay were very, very poor against Istanbul. They start tonight. Fred deserves to start, and that's all I can really say about that. But yeah, Ollie's gonna sack himself, and deservingly so, because it's not good enough. It's really, really not good enough. Obviously, interestingly, Mason Greenwood not in the squad today. Why is he not in the squad? Why is he not in the squad? Mason Greenwood deserves to be in this squad. He was fantastic for us last year. And look, what? We need to bring Juan Mata off, let's say. We have Dan James. Or we have to put either Rashford or Martial out wide. And Martial is our best number 9. And I think it shows how much this club's gone backwards. That we're meant to be all about youth. Our best youth prospect isn't here because what? Because Dan James has to be on the bench. Then we got Edison Cavani on the bench. We don't know if he's fully fit or not. I don't think he looked good at all against Istanbul. Although Greenwood wasn't great himself. But at least with Greenwood, you're then playing for something. You're playing for the future. Whereas Cavani doesn't offer that. You got what? Paul Pogba and Donny van de Beek on the bench. I think I've gone over that. That's disgraceful. Donny van de Beek has to have started today for me. And if it loses Ollie's job, he can't blame anyone but himself. And like I say, we've gone from we've lost players in the past, in the last few years, like Ander Herrera, and we haven't replaced him, but we've brought in Scott McTominay from the youth. I thought, oh yeah, he's as good as Ander Herrera. McTominay couldn't lace Herrera's boots. Herrera had the quality and the ability and the passion. McTominay just has the passion. I would I would take one Ander Herrera over three Scott McTominays any day of the week. And we lost Herrera on a free, and he went to PSG and was absolutely outstanding in a Champions League final against Bayern Munich. While Scott McTominay can't even play midfield for his national team. Man United to lose 2-0. I said 2-1, mate, to be honest. I won't be surprised if we lost. I think we'll lose. I mean, the fact that I said we'll lose probably means we will now go and win. Because with that type of team, I reckon, yeah, but like I said, I reckon we'll lose 2-0, 2-1. But it could be 2-0. I said Everton will sit back and defend. Well, this was in the preview. We'll sit back and defend. And they'll score a goal. We'll then try and play on the front foot. They'll hit us on the break and score. And then we'll throw the kitchen sink out and we'll score again. This lineup tells me exactly that's the plan. Scott McTominay and Fred playing as defensive midfielders, scream, sit back and defend. So, I mean, it's not going to be an entertaining watch to say the least. We're going to sit back, we're going to defend, and we're going to try and hit them on the break. And it's not going to work. Everton are too good of a side. The only positive I can see in this game is the fact Jordan Pickford starts and maybe he can make a mistake. But as I said, like we saw in the Merseyside derby, like we see quite often with England, in big games when there's pressure, he usually does well. He's a bit like Scott McTominay. He's a passion merchant, and when there's a big game, a huge game, Pickford usually finds his best, and that's why I always say Pickford is a cup goalkeeper, / tournament goalkeeper instead of a league goalkeeper. When over a course of a season, I don't think you can rely on Pickford that much. But for a tournament where every game there's huge pressure and huge expectations, I feel like Pickford's pretty reliable. Right, if you look at the World Cup, he was fantastic for England in the World Cup, wasn't he? I can't really remember. Was there maybe one mistake he's made for England? And I think even then, he recovered. I think he fouled someone. I think it was against Holland. I don't think he was giving us a penalty. But starting lineup wise, like I went over it earlier, I do question why we've gone back to the 4-2-3-1. I'm almost certain we've played this team before. This lineup before. Was it against? Do you play this against Chelsea? Apart from James started over Martial. I just don't understand the thought process behind it. Oh yeah, who's scoring for Everton, Charlie? Yeah, that's what I think. We looked good in the diamond against RB Leipzig, and Ollie's gone now. Fuck it. Diamonds clearly aren't forever. Uh, I mean, I can maybe see us going to a diamond today. If we go a goal down, we need to change it. I don't see him calling upon Daniel James to come on to change the game. Everton score first, don't cover the header. What do you Everton score first? You've got it as a 2-0 Everton win. I expect Everton to score first. Well, yeah, I think Man United will score first in a 2-0 defeat. Unless you've got us scoring an own goal, actually. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I reckon Dominic Calvert-Lewin will score first. I mean, obviously they don't have Richarlison, meaning the front line. I believe is it Bernard, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and James Rodriguez. Obviously, James Rodriguez, absolute class act. And I can't remember if I said it on the channel, but James Rodriguez is a fantastic sign for Everton because yes, Bernard, Calvert-Lewin, and James Rodriguez. I think James Rodriguez was a perfect signing for Everton. I think for a team like Manchester United, for Tottenham, for etc. etc., he was a risk. But for Everton, he was a perfect type of risk. Which, if it succeeds, it's perfect. And yeah, all right, who's scoring the second goal then? There's Scott. Like, don't get me wrong. I hope Scott McTominay plays an absolute blinder today, like I always do. I hope McTominay plays really well. I hope Fred continues in the great vein of form he was in before the Arsenal game. Also, rate the signing of Allen or whatever. Yeah, Allen was fantastic signing. I have to say he was fantastic. I'm surprised they well I am surprised, but at the same time I'm not surprised they got him so easily. Obviously, he wanted to leave Napoli due to the I think it was the owner. He got to Everton pretty much. Well, he Everton signed him pretty much with no challenge. But if Richarlison top corner, yeah, Richarlison's not playing, mate. He's suspended. But I mean, Ollie today. It's kill get killed for me. He has to win today, and he has to win in a good fashion. He can't if he sits back and defends the whole game and wins. Nothing. He's the pressure on him is still going to be there. Maybe even worse if he just sits back. No, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's playing. So is Richard. Not so is James Rodriguez. Richarlison suspended for the last game, and Bernard starting. I may have said Richarlison starting. If I did, my apologies. Pickford scoring brilliant, but yeah, Ollie can sack himself. He needs to win and win well. If he sits back to the fence and wins on the counter attack, he's not going to get it. No one's really from who's Ollie out right now. He's going to turn, and if if he wins today, if he loses today, that could turn Ollie inners to Ollie outers. And I was reading I was reading a thread on Twitter about our coaching stuff that Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer's brought in. It's an absolute disgrace. We have Mike Phelan, who is United's assistant manager under Sir Alex. He then went to Hull when Sir Alex Ferguson left. Let me see if I can find it actually quickly. He went to Hull under Sir Alex after Alex Ferguson left. Became manager for a bit, left. Then went to Australia, and then when Ollie came back, he came back. Right, can I find the thread? Here we go. So yes, yeah, he joined the Australian side as director of football and joined back when Ollie came in. We have Mark Dempsey. He was Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer's assistant manager at Cardiff when they got relegated, and then he went to Mulder with him in 2017. Um, he then uh, and then in December of 2018, Mark Dempsey joined Manchester United with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Then we got Martin Pert. He became Ollie's assistant at Cardiff again in July 2013, alongside Dempsey. Obviously, they relegated Cardiff. he then joined Carl Robinson's backroom staff at Vancouver FC in the MLS. And then again, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got the job, he brought him in. Then we got Andrew Meredith. He was a chief analyst in the second tier of German football for 6 years. He was a match analyst of St. Pauli before, again, United gave the job to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and United changed the man's life and brought him in. Now, Kieran McKenna, he retired. He was a Manchester United player, retired at 23 in 2009. He couldn't go beyond the under-23 teams at Tottenham. Later became Tottenham's under-18 manager, then United's under-18s manager in 2016. Promoted by Woodward to join Mourinho's backroom staff, and has been with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer since. So that's not really on Ole, although Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could replace him. Then Michael Carrick, obviously, he was a fantastic servant for the club and was given a coaching role at the club by the board under Jose Mourinho. Now, if Jose Mourinho thought he was that good, he would be at Tottenham now instead of going to Lille and getting their coaches and their assistant manager. These players that we have coaching our team aren't good enough. And the fact that not only the board allowed this to happen, the fact Ole Gunnar Solskjaer put it through shows that it's more than just, oh, he's not good enough a manager. I mean, we've seen it before. It's mates rates a lot of the time for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We see it with Scott McTominay every week. He starts no matter what. Well, even if he didn't start, he played. He was come on, and it's favouritism and it's mates rates because he's not good enough. And these coaching staff aren't good enough. Yes, you can have your Carricks, your McKennas, for example. If you then you sprinkle them in with top class coaches and staff, but we don't. Our best coaches are seemingly Michael Carrick, who's never had any experience. These are our top coaches, and they've got no experience. McKenna didn't even have, doesn't have experience of playing. He retired at 23. Calvert-Lewin or Rashford. They're very different players, aren't they? If you want a number 9, Calvert-Lewin every day of the week. If you want a winger, Rashford. Yeah, I don't. Rashford can play out as a number 9, but he's not as good as Calvert-Lewin. As an overall player, I mean, I would probably take Rashford, but Calvert-Lewin is fantastic. But you can call me biased for that. There's definitely a lot of bias going into that. If I'm an Everton fan, I'm saying Calvert-Lewin every day. You back your player, didn't you? But what are we feeling for the game? What are we feeling for the game? Are we hopeful? Right, kick off in about 5 minutes, and it's a nervy one. It's a nervy one. United need to win today. I can't stress it enough. Harry Maguire leads out the team, and I hope Maguire has a fantastic game. I hope Lindelof has a fantastic game because they need it. They need to have a fantastic game. There's James Rodriguez. Luke Shaw's gonna have a big game on his hands to get up against James Rodriguez. He needs to get close and touch tight, and can't allow him space. James Rodriguez can do so much with that ball, given the littlest of space. So he can't be given any. He really cannot be given a sniff. There's the dickhead. Ed Woodward there. But Anthony Martial, I think we haven't touched on Anthony Martial. He's back today, and we've missed him. He's a huge part of how we play, and like I said, we really missed him. He's so good on the ball, hold up play. It's fantastic. Wins so many free kicks, and today we're gonna be a better team with him than we have been without him. Anyway, starting lineups for Everton is Pickford, Coleman, Holgate, Keane, Digne, Doucouré, Allen, Sigurdsson, James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin, and Bernard. I think mid. Look, what says a lot. They've at Everton today have got Doucouré and Allen both as their two midfielders. We've got Fred and McTominay. McTominay doesn't get into that Everton team. Here's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team. We've got obviously David Hay, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, Mata, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Anthony Martial. And like I was saying, Allen gets into this Manchester United team over both Fred and McTominay. Doucouré gets in this team over McTominay. Their midfield two gets into over our midfield two every day of the week. If you put Allen in over McTominay, Doucouré versus Fred, I would go with Fred. If he's playing at his best. Jordan Pickford there. Come on, David. This nervy game. We do have a minute silence. That's me. Right. Let me know in the live chat what you guys think and who's winning this game. There was a quick minute silence, but kickoff is about to happen. All right, take the knee. And come on. There we go. We are underway here. Oh, no, we're not. Now we are. Bruno Fernandes took it too quickly. Oh, sure. Gone. And just cleared out. McTominay goes back to David De Gea. And David De Gea just lumps it long. Maguire finds Luke Shaw. Sure. Rashford. Go on, Marcus Rashford. Well tackled. Coleman does well and gives it into Keane. Martial gives chase. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes did score in this fixture last year. Scored from range. I think that was it his first goal for Manchester United. Allen. But Gilfie Sigurdsson. Digne. Obviously, Digne and James Rodriguez both returned to Everton today. Obviously, both were out in the last game. James due to injury and Digne due to suspension after the red card he picked up against, who was it, Southampton? Um, Gone. Shaw looks for Martial. Ball slightly overhit. Martial does foul thingy, but it's not. It's less of a foul. It's more that he's just fallen over and he's tripped. Was it Keane? And it's a foul, but it's not a proper foul per se. What is a proper foul? De Gea throws it out to Luke Shaw here. Shaw, poor from Shaw, but Fred picks it up well. That's brilliant from Fred there. And McTominay plays it backwards. Come on. This is how annoying McTominay is. Like, we're a minute in and McTominay's already playing it backwards. Poor pass from Bruno, but he picks it back up, finds Mata, finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka finds Fred. Fred finds Bruno Fernandes. Looks for Anthony Martial, but Digne does well. Maguire beats Calvert-Lewin in the air, but back to Holgate. Calvert-Lewin heads it, but Bruno wins it and heads it back to Victor Lindelof. Not gonna lie, I would like to see the derby against Everton. Uh, Twan would be good to see. Yeah, no, Twanzebe should be starting. I said in the preview that Maguire should have been dropped for Twanzebe and Lindelof should have started next to Twanzebe. I mean, if we win the game and we win the game positively, playing the 4-2-3-1, I won't be too disappointed. But what Diamond? Yeah, I think the Diamond should have been played. I think Rashford and Martial work well as a midfield too, strike force. Sorry, and I think Fred makes that when he's playing as the box to box and makes the Diamond work. We didn't do it against Arsenal and we lost. Against RB Leipzig, we did do it and we was fantastic. Anyway, if you are watching, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. It is greatly appreciated. But the thing is, I've from Manchester United now. You're never surprised when we win a game that we shouldn't win, but at the same time when we lose a game which we shouldn't. It, nothing comes to a surprise from this team anymore. Brilliant play from Juan Mata and Martial finds Wan-Bissaka, who now finds McTominay, who will go backwards, won't he? He'll go backwards. McTominay. Oh, Fred was there, loads of space in front of him. And it was a simple forward pass, but Tommy plays it backwards. But here is Marcus Rashford cutting in. Allen does really well, and Fred just picks it up and drops it into McTominay. Right, Maguire out to Shaw. Just hits the ball against Marcus Rashford, and he goes out for a throw in. Everton, come on. Everton versus Man United, and we're live. Right, De Gea goes long, looks for Martial, but Keane beats him in the air. Here is Sigurdsson, Doucouré, Lucas Digne. He just goes back into the whole gate. And I mean, I think Everton are always going to be get at a ball due to I don't think Michael Keane's that good, and obviously Jordan Pickford is very mistake prone. So Everton are a team that I don't think you can ever say will you can definitely beat. Well, they'll definitely win. Oh, was it bar? What did it hit? Digne gave it to Bernard. 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka shown him inside, put the ball in. Oh, and it flicked off the back of one of the what would you call them? Like posts behind behind the goal, and over. Right, Digne just launches it long. But like I say, you can. The thing I don't think you can ever be 100% sure Everton's going to win, plainly because of that back line, that defence. Jordan Pickford, and as long as you have Jordan Pickford, well, a mistake-prone Jordan Pickford, you can always lose a game. It was the same with Man United last year at stage when De Gea was making mistakes. You can never say you're 100% confident we'll win because you know De Gea could have made a mistake, and Jordan Pickford is so much more mistake prone than David De Gea was, and De Gea is just a better goalkeeper. Holgate gives it out to Seamus Coleman. But I mean, if you're looking at the Everton defence, you're probably looking at their best defence. Here's Doucouré, Bernard, back to Doucouré, Lucas Digne. Digne beats Wan-Bissaka, but Wan-Bissaka recovers and makes a good tackle. And I feel like today, Wan-Bissaka is going to be in trouble. I said it in the Luton game. Bearing in mind that was my first ever watch along on this channel. I said it in that game. Juan Mata does not track back and always is away from this right wing. Meaning Wan-Bissaka is going to be 2v1 against Bernard and Digne. And Digne loves to get forward and theoretically could be just a winger. If you really want him to be, Lucas Digne could just be a winger. And Wan-Bissaka is going to have both to deal with. Obviously, at points, Mata will track back. But a lot of the time, we are going to see Wan-Bissaka isolated against Digne. Again, Wan-Bissaka isolated against Digne and Bernard, which is going to be a real issue. Calvert-Lewin gives it in. And look, again, it's every time. Look, good play from down the right-hand side, and they go switch to the left. Bernard. Luke Shaw does well. Brilliant play. Coleman in here. Lovely knock. Bernard. To Digne. Digne puts the ball in. Maguire heads clear. Bruno. But it's all Everton's right now. Doucouré. He'll go into Digne. And this is what I mean. Digne is going to be absolutely massive. Well, it is an absolutely massive part to how Everton play. And it's going to be a difficult game for him. A difficult game for Wan-Bissaka. And Mata is not sticking with him. And that's a massive problem with playing Juan Mata on the right. He doesn't have the legs for it. We've seen it time after time. And it's not just this season that's been an issue. We saw it last season. We saw it probably the year before that. In Jose Mourinho's last year. Probably even under Van Gaal. Really, we probably saw it. Holgate into Keane. Coleman gives it back to Pickford. Finds Holgate. I quite like Mason Holgate. I think he's a pretty good centre back. Poor from Harry Maguire, just giving the ball back to Everton so easily. Pickford just launches it long. Lindelof, lovely header. Darren Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka tackled from Bernard. Tomley, Lindelof. He just goes long. Marcel misses the header. And here is Keane. Shaw beats Ducouré to the ball. It will be an Everton throw here, 11 minutes in. Stop smiling on it. Why are you smiling? Mate, your job's on the line, and your team haven't started well at all, and you're smiling. I like Matter, but he's not a right winger. Um, I think Juan Mata should do what David Silva's done. He doesn't have to retire because on the ball he's still quality. But go back to Spain, go back to Valencia, and just have a holiday. End your career there playing for a team you love. I'm pretty sure is he a Valencia fan? I think he came from Valencia before he went to Chelsea. But yeah, go to Valencia, go to whatever Spanish club you want, really, and just go and enjoy life there. Just go and enjoy life in Spain, in your home country, playing football in a position where you're best, really. Because David De Gea is our best goalkeeper, and that the only reason I can see why Juan Mata is still at this club is to keep David De Gea happy. Because also we lost his other best mate and Herrera. And if selling Juan Mata would means David De Gea wants to leave, well we've got Dean Henderson. Maguire. We're just passing it round. Pass it around our own like fucking round, just in and out the side of the semicircle. Poor pass from Juan Mata. And Allen tackled by Fred. Shaw back to Fred. Fred's having a good game really. Here's Bruno. Lovely ball up to Luke Shaw. Shaw finds Rashford. Goes into Bruno Fernandes. Lets one go. And it's out for a corner after it was deflected by. Was it Gylfi Sigurdsson? Yeah. Ball comes in. Fred on the Misses the ball. Puts it back in. Martial's in here. Martial just wide. Best chance of the game so far. It's falls for Manchester United and Anthony Martial. Really poor ball in from Bruno. And it just flicked back in. And Martial should do better there. He has to do better there, Martial. But Rashford wins the ball up high here. Rashford finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes back to Marcus Rashford. Rashford. Bruno strikes. Rashford. Over. When we're creating chances, I don't know how good of the chances these are. It was a poor volley from Rashford. I think Martial has to do better though. He has to at least hit the target. Make Pickford work. Sure. Lindelof. Lindelof absolutely sells David De Gea there. De Gea just about deals with it. We nearly had a incident like we saw last year against with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and De Gea just launching that aim. But he does well there, David De Gea. Lindelof inside his own 6-yard box sells David De Gea. Really hospital pass with Doucouré yards away from him. De Gea did really well. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Tomine. Alright, Fred. Great ball out to Luke Shaw. Rashford. Shaw. Not the greatest of balls in. Lindelof. Goes long looking for Bruno Fernandes, but Pickford does well and comes and claims. Pickford launches long. Calvert-Lewin wins it. Bernard. Bernard's in here. 1-0 Everton. 1-0 Everton. Bernard. And again, what? Where is Harry Maguire? Why is Victor Lindelof the man up against? What's his name? Up against Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Pickford goes long. And it's Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, the man we brought for his area ability. He should be on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And Bernard 1v1 with Aaron Wan-Bissaka through his legs. And nothing De Gea can do. What? We brought Harry Maguire. We brought Harry Maguire because he's fantastic in the air. And to deal with balls in the air with Victor Lindelof wasn't good enough. But what do we do? What does Harry Maguire do? He never goes 1v1 with a centre back. Maguire leaves Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who everyone knows is incredible in the air. He leaves him to Lindelof, who, again, everyone knows Lindelof is not incredible in the air. That's his weakest area. And, of course, Calvert-Lewin wins it. 1v1 with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And he shoots it through his legs. Nothing really De Gea or Wan-Bissaka can do. Useless. Sigurdsson puts it in. Maguire heads clear. Oh look, yeah. When you have the right man and the right fucking doing the right job, it's quite easy to defend headers. But when you got fucking Victor Lindelof having to do the job of Harry Maguire, and Maguire doing the job of Victor Lindelof, no wonder we're gonna have fucking issues. Lindelof can't head it. And Maguire can. That's the reason. The actual reason we brought Harry Maguire, all 80 million Harry Maguire, is because he has a square head and can header a football. And again, Lindelof having to go up against Dominic Calvert-Lewin every single time because Maguire wants to sit there and watch him do it. Fucking useless. When I play centre back, I'm not great in the air. So what happens? Every time it's to your centre back, you attack the ball and I'll cover. And it never happens. Never happens. It's so easy. You have one player that attacks the ball, and it should be Harry Maguire, and one player that defends it that sits and covers every time. And Maguire, despite the fact he has he has all the fucking speed and agility of a fucking dumpster with no fucking tyres. He sits there and brings, oh yeah, I'll cover Lindelof. Maguire, Rashford, wide. McTominay, he played forward for what, to be fair, and that was a fantastic ball. What can I say about this team that hasn't been said not just once, but 1,000 times? At one point, do we just cut our losses on Maguire? Like I'm just going over things I've already said. We brought him to win headers. We brought him for his area ability, and he ducks away from the challenge every time. When he's 1v1 against a good striker, he ducks away from it. And it's not even as if we're playing two. They've got two strikers on the pitch and both are very good in the air. Like Burnley, for example. I understand against Burnley if Chris Wood won a header because you're also marking Ashley Barnes, for example, or vice versa. And at that point, either realistically you're going to have one or the other. But you're playing one striker. You're up against one striker. Bruno, come on! Bruno Fernandes with a header. Luke Shaw with a great ball in, and Bruno Fernandes. Come on. Bruno Fernandes with a fantastic header. What a legendary man Bernard is. What a legendary man Bruno Fernandes is. Come on. Fred. Look, there Matter on the left-hand side, but he found Luke Shaw. It's an incredible ball in. It's not a great ball in, actually, really. And on about the penalty spot, Bruno Fernandes heads home. Come on! That is massive for Manchester United. Oh, it's an incredible header. Top corner. And it's Everton 1, Manchester United 1. That is huge. What a header from Bruno Fernandes. And that is why we brought him. That's why he starts every week, no matter what. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there. He knows his job's on the line. A lackluster celebration from the man, but that's huge. Luke Shaw fouling Seamus Coleman here. But right, where is Maguire compared to Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Why is Marcus Rashford marking Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Well, actually, I do know why. Sorry, because we decide. Oh yes, let's do zonal marking because that always works. James Rodriguez and Sigurdsson both standing over this. They could put this ball wherever they fucking wanted. They could even probably put it into the top corner. James Rodriguez here. Lindelof, well cleared. Go on, Marcus. Rashford. Or was it Martial? Oh, it's an awful ball in from Juan Mata. Who was that was running? Questions. What's the point of Cavani if you Cavani should be on the bench. Oh, it's Bruno. Sorry. Yeah, Cavani should be on the bench. Yeah, he was signed as a. He wasn't even wanted really. The fact that we signed him last minute on January proves that he wasn't wanted. It was a panic signing. We don't want Cavani. Cavani doesn't fit how we play. No long termism about it at all. Yeah, and he should be sat on the bench. Um, yeah, Martial should be starting over Cavani every single day of the week. Digne, Bernard, inside. Here is Digne. Digne shoots this time and hits the post. And where's Juan Mata? Where is Juan Mata? Absolutely nowhere. McTominay as well. What are you doing, McTominay? McTominay runs past. No, Digne runs past McTominay. Right in front of his face, and McTominay's just there fucking walking about. Sort your shit out, McTominay. Again, Wan-Bissaka, one left isolated, 1v1 versus both, well, 1v2 versus Bernard and Digne. Digne makes a clever underlapping run, which pulls Lindelof out as he has to try and deal with it. And he beats him. Alright, Martial. Surging through the middle, finds Marcus Rashford really well. Rashford back into Martial, but it's a really poor ball. But that's what I mean by Anthony Martial. Picks the ball up well and found the right pass and found a good pass. Alan heads it back to Pickford. And it's really, I mean, this is one of the more enjoyable games I've done as a watch along. Calvert-Lewin to Bernard out on this right hand side for Manchester United, or Everton's left. Here's Bernard now. Bernard, Fred, brilliant. What a chance from Fred. Here's Bernard, and what a challenge from Fred. And again, Fred's had a very, very good game. Lindelof chips it into Bruno Fernandes. Alright, Holgate, he gives it back to, what's his name? Pickford, who goes long. And again, Maguire not going for the challenge against Calvert-Lewin. This time, fortunately for us, Lindelof won it. Bruno looked for Martial, but just intercepted. But he does win a free kick there from Michael Keane. Bruno Fernandes goes for goal. And it's easy save for Pickford. Um, if what's his name? If McTominay plays the full 90 today, over and Fred doesn't, I'm not going to be happy. But that's another long ball pass from McTominay. McTominay's playing the forward passes today. He thinks he's Paul Scholes. Sure. Oh, decent little football here. Here's Fred. Pushing the back from Allen, really, but it's fine. Maguire gives it out to McTominay. McTominay, oh, another forward pass in Wan-Bissaka. Oh, McSauce! No. Oh, he's not again. No, not another one. Oh, he didn't play it backwards. He played it sideways, but it went backwards. Oh, lovely ball into Fred. Well, from Fred to Bruno Fernandes. No, to Rashford. We found Bruno Fernandes. Marcus Rashford! What a goal! Bruno Fernandes puts the ball in, and Marcus Rashford with a header off the post and in. Come on! Marcus Rashford, Wan-Bissaka. Look, find Fred, and this is why Fred is so important. Amazing pass into Marcus Rashford. He found Bruno, and Bruno Fernandes with an absolutely delightful flick in, and Marcus Rashford with the slightest of headers. Does he even get a touch on Rashford? He must get a touch. No, he doesn't touch it, Bruno! Rashford does not touch that ball. I don't think Rashford touches that. I don't know. I think it might be his Bruno second. Come on, though. I don't care whose goal it is. It's the second goal for Manchester United. And it's Everton 1, Manchester United 2. And I think that's Bruno's second. I think that's a Bruno second. I can't see where Rashford touches it. BT gave it to Rashford. But I can't see a touch. I really cannot see a touch there from... What's his name? From Marcus Rashford. I can't. Bruno cuts in, plays the ball. Where's this touch? He doesn't touch it. It's Bruno goal. Rashford misses the ball. Rashford doesn't touch the ball. It's a Bruno goal. Marcel, oh, look at that. Again, another example. Marcel winning foul. He picks it up and he's just dribbling and close control. It's so good. He wins so many free kicks for us. Matter. Wan-Bissaka looks to beat Dinho, but he does well. And Wan-Bissaka wins a free throw in. Brilliant from Wan-Bissaka there. It amazes me how Wan-Bissaka is not in the England team over Kieran Trippier and Reece James. Really, really does. Look, there's no doubt in my mind Marcus Rashford doesn't touch that. Yeah, that's Bruno's. I'm not having it. That's Bruno Fernandes' second goal of the game. Now my question is, will he get the match ball? If he gets another one, will he take home the match ball? Because obviously at this point, I reckon he thinks it's Rashford. He'll think it's Rashford's. Martial finds Juan Mata. Good tackle. All down the line. Lindelof does really well. Mata. Rashford. Sure. Sure. Not sure. Fred. He goes easy into Maguire. Fred. McTominay. Lovely ball into Martial. Martial win another free kick. What I mean. Martial is so important. Cavani doesn't win that, I don't think, for me. Martial is incredibly important to this team. He wins us so many free kicks and well fouls really, and just allows us to get players forward. Fred, Martial, found Bruno. Oh, just slightly overhit, and Pickford just launched it long. Maguire there versus Calvert-Lewin for once, and he wins it. Bruno wins the ball off James Rodriguez, finds Anthony Martial. Martial's in here. Awful from Anthony Martial there. Really poor. Really poor. Yeah, he's offside. Really poor from Anthony Martial. He'll be disappointed with himself, but yeah, yeah. I mean, he should score, but he is offside. So, I don't think it's that big of a deal. McTominay, Mata, McTominay, Lindelof. No, sorry, Maguire. Poor from Rashford. Pickford, Holgate, Keane, back to Pickford. All right, here's Allen for Everton. He finds Doucouré. Back to Allen, who goes home to Keane. Now, if you are watching, please do hit that like button for like and subscribe if you are new and get involved in the live chat. Good play from Digne here. And again, Juan Mata not tracking back. Here is Skillful Sigurdsson in midfield. Finds Doucouré. Goes wide to Seamus Coleman, I think it is. Coleman finds Calvert-Lewin. Doucouré. Doucouré puts it into the box. Coleman does well, but Victor Lindelof once again is there to deal with it. And I'll tell you what, Lindelof today has been our best centre-back. Again. Again and again and again. Also, positive news. Apparently, the Premier League have decided to cancel and stop the £15 box office fees for Premier League games starting. Is it? Maybe not. I think it's starting December. Oh, what's been given? Offside. I thought he gave away. I thought he got fouled, but yeah, he was offside. But McTominay fouls him. McTominay fouls Calvert-Lewin. But I mean, yeah, I'm not happy Donny van de Beek didn't start. But I mean, if we win every single game and Donny van de Beek or Pogba doesn't start, I'm fine with that, really. But I don't think we played badly. I would say it's been a pretty 50-50 game, really. Obviously, we've scored both 2 goals. McTominay, I don't think he's been good enough. You can't tell me that McTominay has done so good of a job that Donny van de Beek couldn't have done it either. You can't tell me that. Fred's still been better than McTominay. But here's Marcus Rashford 1v1 with Alan. Looks for Martial, but it's slightly under hit. And Sigurdsson can intercept. And here is the time to break here for Everton. Digne. Holgate. He gives it to Keane. Sigurdsson. Bruno. Oh, how is that not a foul? Look, he went to the ball there, Bruno. And is that good news? I don't know when you've put that. So I don't know what that means. Sorry, mate. All right, James, poor pass, and it will go out for a goal kick to Manchester United. Bruno goes down. What's wrong with Bruno? Oh, he can't be injured. Oh, so it's something on his. He's done his foot. He's hurt his foot. He can't be injured. He can't be injured. No, not Bruno. Anyone but Bruno. By the looks of it, yeah, Bruno has been credited for the second goal. Good header. Look at that header from Bruno Fernandes to make it 3-2. To make it in the 32nd minute to make it 2-1. Yes, that is a good thing because I believe it's all going free to air now. Well, not free to air. It'll be the same as it was in. Was it October, September, where it will just all the games will be on Sky or BT if you just for those who have them packages, and some might be on Amazon, whatever. Instead of having to pay £15 to watch one game, if you have Sky, you have BT, you have Amazon, you'll be able to watch all the games, which is also very helpful for me and doing these watch alongs. Martial goes down injured. He's up for. Oh yeah, he's just. Oh, he's been absolutely battered there, Martial. Oh, Martial went up for it, got slapped. Oh, not only did he get slapped with the wrist, but the arm or wrist, he then got a kick in the face to go along with it. Fucking hell. Oh, poor Tony. Poor Tony. And he can't be injured. He can't be injured for long. Come on, please don't be injured. God forbid if he's injured. God forbid. Oh, he's up. He looks all right. Cavani there warming up. Ball goes long. Rare. Far from Calvert-Lewin on McTominay. It will be a free kick to Manchester United. We've got 4 minutes of added time here. Fred. Sure. Back to Fred. Back to Shaw. And one thing I really like about Fred, the first thing he does, he looks for the forward ball, which is exactly the opposite I think McTominay does. Look, he overhit that one. It was a poor ball, really. But he got the ball. He knocks it forward, looking for the forward ball. He gets cut off, and then he plays it backwards to Shaw and gets a 1-2, and then the forward ball was on. Poor tackle that from Fred. All right, is it going to be Sigurdsson to whip it in? Sigurdsson to put it in, and Shaw heads clear. Yeah, it was offside. Yeah, I think he is about offside there. That just telling Maguire to get forward and get gone. Dale doesn't want Maguire anywhere near him. Ball goes to the top. Martial gives chase. Holgate pressured and has to just launch it out for a goal, for a throw in. Right, Lindelof. Poor from Lindelof, but it falls to Maguire. He just goes easy to Shaw. Rashford, sure. One matter. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Oh, not a bad ball in from McTominay. Martial, with poor ball in really. Well, Martial, yeah, with a poor ball looking to put it back across the goal after what was a good McTominay cross. Getting a bit combative here. Allen just completely takes Fred out. He has to be booked. He has to be booked. That's what his second of the game. I mean, against Arsenal, that'd be a red because that's not Allen's first challenge. And he should have been booked for the first one against Arsenal. Oh, Martial. Oh, that's really poor from Anthony Martial. Half time here. It's Everton 1, Manchester United 2. And I'll take that. I'm not too displeased. We we played pretty well. I have to say we played pretty well. Definitely better than I expected us to play. Martial up until the final third, he's played. I think he's played well, and I think he's making a difference to the team just with him being back. Periods where yeah he has to do better. Like he had a few chances where I think he should at least hit the target, or his best chance he was offside, so he wouldn't have counted, but he should have scored. So yeah, it's not been the greatest of performances from United, but I'm happy. We're winning the game, and I hope that can continue in the second half. Anyway, I'm gonna go and refill my drink. Please do like and subscribe if you are watching and you are enjoying. I will be just a second, and get involved in the live chat down below, and I'll be just a second. Okay, I'm back. Obviously, as we discussed, the score was on the doors at half time. The stream is gone. Time for a rave. as they say. Um, so yes, as you say, Charlie, that was an eventful first half. Obviously, Manchester United go into the break, one goal to well, 2 goals to one goal up. And what would I say about this the first? I think we've played all right. It's been a very even game. I won't say anything's really taken command of it. But we have we have the same problem that we've had a couple of times, and that is Maguire leaving. The job that Maguire should be doing, he pushes on to other people. It's something that everyone's noticed, really. Every Manchester United fan's noticed it, and I mean it's an issue. He's the man who's so good in the air, and yet Maguire always finds himself as the free man. So I don't care if you start as the left or the right centre back. If you're the player that is amazing in the air, you follow your man, and then if Lindelof has to um, change over to the left, if because Calvert-Lewin's come out to the right, then that's what happens. Because that's what you have to do when one of your defenders aren't as strong in the air, and one is, and yeah, obviously we have scored 2 goals, and it's Anthony Marcy, not Anthony Marcy, Bruno Fernandes who scored them, and this is brilliant from Marcus Rashford and Fred here. He picks it up, and look, the first thing, as I said earlier, first thing he's doing, looking up, trying to find the forward path, and he finds it brilliant to Marcus Rashford, finds him in space brilliantly, turns and runs, finds Bruno Fernandes. It's a really it's a perfect ball in, really, from Bruno Fernandes, and the fact it goes in itself proves that when you put the ball in, what you want to be doing really is trying to hit that back post, but and Rashford's in a perfect position, but yeah, you want to be hitting that back post, and just in case what happens here, the slightest of touches and it'll turn the ball in from, and unfortunately Rashford didn't get it, but because it's going for the back post, it hits the post and goes in itself if someone doesn't. So it makes the goalkeeper have to save it. And Pickford doesn't save it, obviously, which is fantastic for us. Obviously, Everton have had chances there. Digne, when he slammed it against the post. Calvert-Lewin screaming at him, why have you not played it across goal? But, I mean, I'm not too just happy. Would I make a change at half time? Probably not, really. If I was to make a change, it would be just Juan Mata off for Donny. Apart from that, I wouldn't really change anything. I don't think Matt has been good enough. I think McTominay hasn't been terrible. I don't think he hasn't been good. McTominay, don't get me wrong, he hasn't been great, but he hasn't played badly. So I'm more than happy with keeping him on for the time being. But I think he has to start looking up more. Start looking up and trying to hit them balls to his more creative players and try and play the ball forward. When he has done that, he's looked pretty good, and he has tried it a few times. A few long balls he's played, which is good to see. But no, not even McSauce. But um, he he's not done that enough. He's played it like I say, 2 or 3 times. If he does it 3 or 4 more times in the second half, then maybe I can start seeing a bit of evolution in his game and see why we're trying to play him a bit. But at the moment, if he's not, the fact that he's not doing that, and it's more often or not he's playing the short, simple, and easy ball all the time, I don't think he should be playing. But I mean, I don't. He's not played badly, McTominay. If McTominay is to come off, I would like to see Paul Pogba come on for him. That's depending on if Donny van der Beek goes into camp and he comes on for Mata. If Mata stays on and McTominay comes off, it's Donny van der Beek in there. Fred can't come off. Fred's been fantastic for us again. What a surprise! You put Fred back into his best position, he plays well. It's it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy to think when you play a player in their best position, where he's played really well, he plays really well. So yeah, Fred's been fantastic. Won the ball quite a lot, and like I say, he gets the ball and looks up and plays a good pass every single time, seemingly. Yes, obviously sometimes he does get caught out, but majority of the time he plays the right ball. I think Luke Shaw as well. He won't get the plaudits for it because he's Luke Shaw, but has been fantastic. And he he, he obviously said that he wanted competition at the club, and then obviously there was the whole meme. Oh, that when Luke Shaw said he wanted competition, he didn't mean at left back, but he's been given competition, and Luke Shaw's been fantastic. And I went on Twitter and I saw people saying, "Oh, what's Luke Shaw meant to be good at?" Luke Shaw's been fantastic today. People's agendas get in the way and blind them. Luke Shaw has been absolutely fantastic today, and yeah, he was against Besiktas. Yes, people blame him for the 2 goals. I don't think I can. Maybe the first goal more than the second goal, but Shaw's been brilliant for us this season, and yet he still gets slated by sometimes even his own fans, which is disgraceful for me. But he's been fantastic today. Um, Maguire, he's done what he's done a lot recently, and he's given the responsibilities to other people. In this, well, against Besiktas, he gave it to Twanzebe. Today he's given it to Lindelof to deal with Calvert Lewin, and against Istanbul, deal with Demba Ba because he's too scared to, and that's not good enough. That's his Calvert Lewin should be Maguire's man because of his aerial ability, but he's given it to Lindelof, who everyone knows is his weakness. So Calvert Lewin's gonna have a field day. I mean, Martial, when it comes to when he gets a chance, he has to be better. Yes, and he has to take it. But apart from that, his build-up play has been fantastic. What do you guys think in the live chat? Here's Ollie, just scrolling. He's just scrolling to his target right across the pitch. He's taking his sweet merry time. Oh, what a second half this game will be. I mean, both teams will be looking for that second goal. Everton obviously need it. Manchester United, I believe, also need it. I think there will be more goals. I think there will be more goals. And I just hope not Arsenal, Man United are the team that will be able to get him, and not Everton. And here we go. Ball goes long instantly. McTominay deals with it well. Right, that should now be in time. That should be pretty much perfect. A foul on Bruno Fernandes. Here is Alan Calvert-Lewin up to Lucas Digne. Van Beek should come on at some point. Yeah, I agree. If we're gonna bring our midfielder on, I think it should be Donny Van de Beek over Paul Pogba. I don't think Paul Pogba's fully fit, and I think Donny Van de Beek deserves to have a chance in this game. And I mean, what I don't think he's starting the Premier League so far, which is I think it's pretty criminal, really. Especially considering how we've had some performances we've had. Yeah, I'd like to see Donny Van de Beek come on for Juan Mata. I said that earlier. James Rodriguez. Whole game. McTominay wins it well and looks to bring it out. Good ball to Anthony Martial. Martial with a lovely ball out to Juan Mata. And that's what Martial brings. And poor from Juan Mata. Losing the ball so easily. But yeah, again, that's what Martial brings. Got the ball and played a lovely ball out to Juan Mata. And it was the right pass. You just Juan Mata messed it up. And I think if we get the second goal, then I can imagine the Man Matic will come on and we'll go a bit more conservative. What is that a foul on Calvert-Lewin or did Mamasaka do well? Oh yeah, look again, Maguire leaving Lindelof. No, Wan-Bissaka does really well. Yeah, Lindelof found himself 1v1 against Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's taller than him, better than him in the air, and of course he wins it. And luckily, Wan-Bissaka was there on the cover. Free kick just on the edge. Sigurdsson puts it in, headed clear. And ball comes back in from Coleman, but left for a goal kick. All right. Throw into Manchester United here. And James there warming up. Hope he doesn't come on. Chink Tosin's also warming up for Everton. Oh, sorry. I've just absolutely smacked you. Ball goes back into Michael Keane. And now into Coleman. And Marcus Rashford chasing down the left-hand side. Up against Allen. Allen wins well. He ended up 2v1 really against Doucouré and Allen. There's Yerry Mina warming up for Everton. Lindelof gives it back to David De Gea. Go on, just give it into Fred. No, he goes out wide to Shaw, who wins and finds Fred, finds McTominay. Awful pass. But he wins it back again. And another really awful pass. Calvert-Lewin puts it in. James Maguire does really well. Juan Mata finds Bruno Fernandes, finds Martial, who again does brilliantly, gets in front of the man. I think there's a little bit of foul there in Martial, but play continues. Really, really, really poor ball from Luke Shaw, and he runs into Jordan Pickford's arms. Michael Keane. Holgate, lovely ball out to Lucas Digne. James puts it in. David De Gea deals with it well. And I think a problem about Manchester United, we are conceding too many goals. And we weren't doing that last year. We were one of the top teams clean sheet wise last season. We had to have David De Gea that was making mistakes and just giving away goals at points. However, at the same time, David De Gea, I don't think he's been any fault for any of these goals this year. I think he's been very, very good this year. In fact, like against Newcastle, without that absolutely wonder save from David De Gea, where he pulls it back from off the line, really, we lose the game. Holgate, Keane, Calvert-Lewin versus Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof, but United get it. The ball. Wan-Bissaka just launches it down the line to absolutely nobody. Martial does well, closing down and sees it out for a throw into Everton. McTominay foul on. Is it James there? Alan, Doucouré, Bernard, Fred, brilliant. Fred Oh, absolutely brilliant from Fred. And wins the throw in to go with it. What? Referee gives it the other way, but it was Fred did win it. It should have been a free Man United throw in. I guess that's what we get for we get to see directly what's happening live feed, and they don't. Coleman, Lucas Digne, Coleman, Lindelof, brilliant. Bernard, Holgate, Sigurdsson into Keane. And Everton just slowly but surely playing their way upfield here. Yeah, I'm not too displeased with this so far. Brilliant from Bruno Fernandes to win it, like I say. Here's Juan Mata. Not a great ball in. Oh! Maguire! Might be a penalty. What happens here? He might be offside. He's not offside. Ball comes in. Maguire gets the ball and knees it. Knees it to try and score himself instead of putting the ball back in. And Maguire's fouled. Pickford drops it. He's just chopped by Pickford. I don't think it will be given, but I was going to VAR, I think. But no, he gives a goal kick. Holgate into Sigurdsson. Pickford kicks Maguire and you don't get anywhere near the ball. If that, if you do that in midfield in the middle of the park and you're not the goalkeeper, that's a free kick. So why is it not a penalty there? Martial there losing out on the ball. Hammers with great ball out to Lucas Digne. Digne finds Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Finds Digne. Harry Maguire, brilliant challenge. He smashes into Digne, but he does win the ball. Maguire clearly wins the ball. Yeah, he wins the ball. He wins the ball and just slams into Digne. So not a penalty, and Maguire for Brando Williams. Oh, I don't. Brandon Williams is not on the bench, mate. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can read. But you don't even have to read, mate. Just look on the substitutes on the side, and you can see Maguire. Brandon Williams is not on the bench. Digne's still down and injured. I mean, it's not a penalty. He wins the ball. Then Maguire. Yeah, I mean, the referee gave him offside. A little bit of a row there. McTominay effing and jeffing about. Carlo Ancelotti doesn't look happy. But surely it's a free to Manchester United. Because, yeah, the referee gave the original decision, which was offside, after. Well, yeah, he gave that decision. Because of the late flags, the referee originally gave offside, and now Digny's just getting. What's it called? Why would I read a picture forehead? Are you calling me forehead? Oh, it was a free kick, and we've taken it. Yeah, you've definitely called me forehead there. Cheers, mate. Ironic. And yours is the biggest around. Wee. When Masaka heads it on, it will be a throw into Manchester United here. Flicks past McTominay there. Flicks past Hammers. No, is it Bernard? Sorry, and he fouled. Lovely ball from McTominay out to Shaw. Switching the flanks, and that is brilliant from Scott McTominay for once. Poor ball Freddie there from Rashford. Shaw does well. Is it a corner or a goal kick? Corner, brilliant from Luke Shaw. And again, I saw people slating him. You don't watch Twitch, you wouldn't understand. No, I don't watch Twitch. YouTube live streaming better. But Bruno Fernandes will be the man to take the corner here. Bruno, awful ball in. But poor touch there from Calvert-Lewin. And then another. I was going to say poor touch from Calvert-Lewin, but it takes him into a good position to play the pass. But then it's another woeful pass or touch. It looks like Alex Iwobi is going to be coming on. I imagine for Bernard. But here's Lindelof. He finds Harry Maguire. Sure. Into Bruno. What's the ref given? Oh, it's a foul from Bruno. But then Coleman throws him to the floor. It's Sigurdsson coming off for Iwobi, and Iwobi will now just play behind Calvert-Lewin, I imagine. Oh, Axel Twanzebe's coming on. Axel is coming on. He's coming on. He's coming on. He's coming. Axel's coming on. Who's he coming on for? It better not be for Wan-Bissaka. For Luke Shaw. Shaw's played well. Axel comes on for Luke Shaw. James. Lucas Digne. Bernard. Wan-Bissaka tackles well. Fred finds Bruno Fernandes. Finds Anthony Martial. It was slightly behind him, but Anthony Martial still got the ball. But Mason Holgate makes a really good challenge. Mason Martial saying to the referee, "Come on, it's a foul." All right, 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Yeah, sorry, I just disappeared. But I had to. But the score is still 2-1. Alright, 5 minutes to go. Alright, McTominay's on. Still on. Oh no, I'm catching up when you guys are. If you... Oh, Cavani's on the pitch as well. Was that Pogba on the pitch? Yep, Pogba's on. I'm guessing Donny van de Beek is still off then. Well, you know, he must be, because Twanzebe's come on, Cavani's come on, and Pogba's come on. So, yeah, once again, Edison, Donny van de Beek has been left on the bench. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me back. I assume Cavani's come on for Martial. Fred. Look. So, wait. Oh, so Pogba's come on for Mata. Yeah, Pogba's come on for Mata. Rashford's gone out on right. Cavani's gone up top and Pogba's gone left. Fred there battling. Twanzebe. Bruno. Out to Wan-Bissaka. Pogba's come infield. Go on, Marcus. Free kick to Manchester United. Thank you everyone for tuning in. That is here and sticking with us while I had to disappear. Yeah. I can't really give much information about why, but yeah, I did. Alright, here's St. Tosson. Here's Scott McTominay. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Me disappearing isn't a usual thing that happens here, and I do apologise. But here's Bruno Fernandes. He puts the ball into the box. It's not the greatest of balls, but Twanzebe will pick it up here. Knocks it past Iwobi, but no one's there. Coleman will just clear it. McTominay wins it and finds Fred. A foul on McTominay from Doucouré, and Doucouré will go into the book. And from what I've watched, I don't think McTominay's been that bad today, to be honest. He's not been. I don't think he's been excellent, but I don't think he's played badly. Alright, so it will be Bruno Fernandes to take the free kick. And it's Fernandes over the bar. Poor free kick there from Bruno Fernandes. He wants his hat-trick. I hope he gets his hat-trick as well. Pickford. He'll go long. Rashford. Fred. Bruno. Rashford. Breaks into the box. Really poor shot. Or pass from Rashford and falls direct to Pickford. It goes long. McTominay does well. Ball comes over again. Lindelof this time just sees it out for a throw into Everton. Minute to go. Plus added time. Doucouré. Wan-Bissaka clears. Bruno Fernandes getting man of the match. I'm from. Oh yeah, he scored 2 goals, didn't he? Of course, he's going to get man of the match. McTominay heads away clear, heads away there. Well, I should say, Twanzebe gives it into Fred. Fred finds Paul Pogba. Finds Paul Pogba. Pickford comes out, gets the ball first, but does take Paul Pogba out. No complaints really there from Pogba or Manchester United, and Everton will now look to play. Here is Coleman. He goes long, finds Cenk Tosun. Tosun looks out for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but it's a really poor ball. And Rashford here covering 4 minutes of added time here at Goodison Park. Here's Bernard. He finds Lucas Digne, puts the ball in. Lindelof heads clear well. Bernard. Iwobi. He goes in to Michael Keane. Bernard. Ball comes in. And it's over everyone. And Iwobi will pick it up. Iwobi then goes in to Michael Keane. Keane will try and put the ball in, but well blocked from Bruno Fernandes. Coleman turns Fred so easily. Pulls it back to Doucouré at the edge of the box. And it's over the bar. Well played from Manchester United. Fred is turned like he's not even there. And Doucouré, it's one of them classic shots from midfielders where you think it's going to go top corner, but it always goes over. And it did on this occasion. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looks a bit concerned. But this is the result Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needed if he wants to keep his job. But at the same time, should it keep his job? Should it keep him his job? For me, go on Bruno. Digne does really well. And sees it out for throwing. For me, if Manchester United really have spoken to Pochettino and we want Pochettino, it shouldn't matter what results Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is getting now. We should just go get him because all it's doing is giving Pochettino less time. Pogba. Fred. He goes into Wan-Bissaka. Rashford wins the free kick. I mean, yeah, like if Ole's going to, I don't think Ole's going to win us the league. Do I think Pochettino would? I think he'd have a better chance than Ole. Whether he would actually or not, I don't know. But if we are in contact with Pochettino, surely we should be getting Pochettino in, regardless of if we win today or not. Because Pochettino ain't going to come in and completely change the team straight away. He needs time, and we're about to have an international break. That'd be perfect for him. Get the players in and have a good talk about what they want to do and how they go forward. And whether we win this game or not, that shouldn't change. And I feel like that's the issue. I don't think there's any joined up thinking and long term thinking here at this club. It's going to be Bruno to take the free kick that Rashford won well. And it's Pogba and Bruno standing over it. Pogba just slightly left of it. Bruno looks to play Pogba in. Digne does really well. Allen now. Allen Pogba holds Allen in and apparently fouls him. Pogba runs away with the ball and good on him. And now Pickford will go into Michael Keane. Seconds remaining here. They have to go long. But they're not going to. This is really stupid from Everton. Holgate now goes long. Iwobi flicks it in. Get it clear, Lindelof. Allen. Still Allen. Maguire does really well. And Bruno Fernandes will break. Bruno's gone on a line. He finds Cavani. Cavani scores! Edison Cavani with his first goal for Manchester United. And it's 3-1. And it's brilliant from Bruno Fernandes. Runs all the way. And at the last minute plays a great inside pass into Edison Cavani. And he slots home really, really well. And look at that. Manchester United, all the players run together. Brilliant from Harry Maguire. Stepped out, won the ball. And that's what we should be seeing more from Maguire. And Bruno Fernandes went 1v1 with Holgate, committed Holgate and Digne before laying it off to Edison Cavani, who could make absolutely no mistake and finishes really well. I think often we see players trying to go across the goalkeeper there, but he doesn't. He goes front post and makes it difficult for Pickford to get. Nice, low and hard. Oh, he should be onside from Digne's far boot. And look at that. Nice smiles from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as Edison Cavani makes it Manchester United 3, Everton 1. And there we go. That is the full-time whistle. And it's Everton 1, Manchester United 3. That is absolutely huge result for Manchester United. And most importantly, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, his job was on the line and still is going to be on the line, regardless of that result. But that's definitely been a helping hand in securing his position as a Manchester United manager. A convincing 3-1 victory. Now, let me move this over here. And so, we won the game. That was the most important thing to do. So we had to win the game, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had to win the game, and we had to win it well. And 3-1, you're not going to get a much better result than that, especially against a team like Everton, who've been very, very good this year. I don't think you can have. I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will have any complaints about in the fashion he won today. That puts Manchester United where? Come on. Let's go second. We're not top 10, are we? We're not top 10. We're 13th when we've played all the same amount of games. 10 in 10th place. Or in 10 points, sorry. And I'm happy. I'm happy with that win. Let's let's do the player ratings. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needed to win today, and he did that. And I don't think anyone can complain about the fashion he really did that. Apart from the fact maybe that because the lineup we did play. Let's get the player ratings up. Timer gone. Yeah. I don't know how much you've just heard of that. Brilliant. This mic is fucking... OBS today is absolutely killing me. Absolutely killing me. So, anyway, David De Gea 6. He shouldn't have to make many saves. 17-18 season, he did have to make loads of saves, and he would have been getting 8s or 9s out of 10s pretty much every week. For this year, he hasn't really had to, and last year, in a sense, he didn't have to make loads, and which again was good because David De Gea shouldn't have to make loads of saves if we're playing well, and David De Gea should be getting 6s or 7s out of 10s most weeks because he shouldn't have to do much, and that was kind of the case. So Everton didn't really bring it, didn't play their best game today. And Manchester United were fortunate at that because it meant we could play not at our best and we would have won the game. But I thought we played quite well today. Wan-Bissaka, you weren't great today. You weren't terrible. That could be a 7, to be honest. That could be a 7. The goal we conceded, I don't think really was his fault. He's 1v1 with Bernard because one of the man we're going to get to, Harry Maguire, shied away from a challenge up against Calvert-Lewin today. Meaning it was put on the hands of Victor Lindelof. Now, Victor Lindelof, I'm gonna give a 7 to Victor Lindelof. I thought it was fantastic to Victor Lindelof. Obviously, he had a tough game today up against Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who we know is a fantastic centre back, and it was always going to cause problems today for Manchester United. And it should have been Harry Maguire on him. And we wouldn't have conceded if it was Harry Maguire on him. But again, Maguire shied away from that. And left it to Victor Lindelof to have to sort out. And I thought Victor Lindelof did a good job at sorting that out. Could he have done much better? Probably. But it wasn't bad. Harry Maguire, I'll give a 5. And that's because he shied away from his challenge. I don't think he played terribly. But Harry Maguire, yeah, he shied away from his challenge, and I don't think, apart from that, I don't think he did much wrong. He was alright. He obviously did. What is annoying to see for that last goal? He did exactly what he should be doing. Really, the ball was at the edge of the box. Maguire goes through the player, wins the ball. And then we go break quick. That's what he should be doing. He should be the man who will step out the line, make the tackle, or win the header, and then what? And then Lindelof will cover if you need to, and then the problem in that back line is Lindelof. But Maguire doesn't do that anymore. Maguire sits back and tries to give it to Shrug the responsibility of defending and to someone else, and he wants to be the man to cover. Maguire's not quick enough to cover, so he can't cover. And then Luke Shaw, 7. Luke Shaw was fantastic today until he had to come off. He obviously got the assist for the first goal for Bruno Fernandes, and he was up and down that side all day long. Him, Fred, and Rashford was fantastic. Well, not Rashford. Sorry. Him, Shaw, Fred, and Bruno was fantastic today, and Fred was absolutely everywhere and was really helping Shaw. But Shaw was brilliant himself. He was up and down that flank, overlapping Rashford, allowing Rashford to cut in, like we saw with Tierney and Aubameyang, which is when Rashford is playing his best. I think with this team, it's very important to remember and say this team. Well, I had this down as a defeat. I thought we'd lose 2-1. We won 2-1. Well, 3-1. Sorry, it wasn't it? Of course, at the end, and it shows that what I did say. This team can beat anyone. We've proved that over the years. It's not even just under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer we've been able to do this. Let's look at the 17-18 season. where Manchester City went Centurions. We came second that year. We were 2-0 down at the Etihad to Manchester City. That was the game that would have won them the league. And we came out in the second half. Pogba scored twice. Chris Smalling scored once, and we won the game. And then, so we can beat anyone. We can beat anyone, but then at the same time we can lose to anyone. We can beat anyone, but we can't beat everyone, and that's an issue. Against the top teams, I can usually find it somewhere. Apart from maybe Liverpool, I can find it in myself to think, yeah, we're going to win this game. Yeah, we're going to win today. Against a Burnley, for example, I'm there like, well, we could lose this one. This is the type of game we lose. Again, same with Crystal Palace. We lost to them last year. We lost to them this year. This type of game, we lose. And I said it, like I said earlier, I'm happy we won. That's probably going to save Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job for at least now. But if Ed Woodward and the board want Mauricio Pochettino, if we want Allegri, if we want a new manager, we don't believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the man. Just because we beat Everton doesn't mean we should stick with him. Look at Louis van Gaal. It should be exactly the same what we did with Louis van Gaal. The board didn't believe Louis van Gaal was the man to take us forward. Do I disagree with the sacking of Louis van Gaal? Probably a bit, yeah, I do. But Louis van Gaal wasn't seen as the man that could take us forward and wasn't the right man. And we sacked him after he won the FA Cup. That sort of mentality is what we should have. It should be exactly the same with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't care if he's a club legend. If the board doesn't want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge, he has to go. Is he the right man in charge? That's a different question. That really is a different question. I can't answer that. I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to win us a Premier League title. We might win an FA Cup or a League Cup with him. I mean, honestly, we have more of a chance of winning the Champions League under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer than we ever do of winning a Premier League, in my opinion. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has proven we are a fantastic cup team. We got to 3 semi-finals last year. And we realistically, we should have got to one. We should have won one. We should have won one, at least got to a final. We didn't. And I think that has lots of this about this squad being bottlers. I think this squad has got a lot of bottlers in it. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might be a bit of a bottler himself. Do I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting sacked is going to make us completely change? No. But at the same time, yeah, he's out of his depth. He's not going to win us the league. The coaching staff, as I went over earlier, aren't good enough. And that is a huge, huge concern for Manchester United. In fact, we've got people coaching these stars that have never been anywhere near their level, for one, when it comes to ex-players like McKenna and Carrick. Carrick was an incredible player. And it's a player we miss a player like Carrick right now. Nemanja Matic would be that player. Fred isn't that player. McTominay isn't that player. Both of them players aren't a lone defensive midfielder like Nemanja Matic is and like Michael Carrick is. Michael Carrick, if we could have a prime Michael Carrick right now, we would be incredible. But we don't have that. And it's irritating because I want Michael Carrick to be the next a big coach. I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be the next Pep Guardiola, the next Mourinho, the next Sir Alex Ferguson. But I don't think he is. And I don't think keeping Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's not going to be we're not going to back him. We're not going to let him build a team is wise. Is he going to win? Is he going to win a title? No. And in that sense, I do want him to be gone. I don't like the idea of hanging on to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when we don't think he's going to win us anything. But at the same time, there's no point changing unless results get so bad that we have to. There's no point keep sacking managers when the board's the main problem. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will lose himself his own job with the treatment and the teams he has to put out. And technically, it's not good enough. Let's look at this. Look at that bench today. Nemanja Matic, McTominay. No, sorry. Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, and Donny van der Beek, all on the bench. All of them three, should be starting today. Maybe apart from Nemanja Matic and Pogba, if he's not fully fit, maybe then he should be on the bench. But Pogba should definitely be playing over Scott McTominay. Absolutely should be playing over Scott McTominay. Donny van der Beek should have to be playing over Juan Mata. Juan Mata played poorly today for me again. Obviously, I did miss a bit of the game where he might have been brilliant, but I don't know. But for me, Mata was poor. Donny van der Beek should have started. Donny van der Beek was man of the match against Istanbul, Başakşehir, and didn't come on. And got subbed off against Istanbul and didn't come on today. And I understand. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer probably didn't want Donny van der Beek. I think he was given Donny van der Beek because the boss saw him. Oh yeah, we know Donny van der Beek. He plays for Ajax. He got to a Champions League semi-final 2 years ago with Ajax. Oh, we'll bring him in. He's on the cheap. We don't want, despite the fact, we wanted Jack Grealish. So then I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't play Donny van der Beek for that reason. And we can't keep putting these best players on the bench. If we play this again, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to get a system where we can get Paul Pogba or Donny van der Beek in the team. And today we could have played both. Donny van der Beek could play out on that right hand side, or Pogba could probably. I think Pogba could play out on the right hand side. And we're Manchester United at the end of the day. We are. You don't see Pep Guardiola going into a game against Everton and thinking, "Oh, I need to play two defensive midfielders." Even against a team like Liverpool, Pep Guardiola will play his team, and it will be his best team versus Jurgen Klopp's best team. Same with Klopp. Same with Zidane. Same with any other top manager. They don't play the opposition. They make the opposition play them. So like Ferguson did the same. And is this the team that will win us a title? No, it's not. McTominay is not a player that plays for a team that's going to win a league title. He's not. But he's a fan favourite, McTominay, for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Really, at the end of the day, McTominay shouldn't be starting. Pogba or Van der Beek should be starting ahead of McTominay. Fred, I think, has been fantastic for a long time now for Manchester United and deserves to be playing. So I can't say I'm not happy with McTominay playing, though with Fred playing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to start playing Van der Beek, despite the fact he didn't want him. You need to play Donny van der Beek more. He was 31 mil and he's still young. Exactly. Juan Mata is gone. He's gone. He's got no legs anymore, and Van der Beek has to start playing at some point. Even if it is out on that right hand side where Mata played, he's going to be better than Donny van der Beek. He's going to be better than Mata. Sorry, Donny van der Beek as he came through the Ajax Academy. If you know anything about Ajax Academy, you learn to play everywhere there. You learn to play in every single position possible, really. And yeah, and so Van der Beek, I completely believe Donny van der Beek could play out on that right side better than Juan Mata has today. McTominay, I've said it again. McTominay, it doesn't start for any really. He doesn't start for Everton today. He probably doesn't start for West Ham. So why is he shouldn't be starting for Manchester United? Like I was saying, we shouldn't be playing and we shouldn't be changing our team for oppositions. They should be changing it for us. We're Manchester United. We're the biggest club in this country, and we're going defensively against Everton. Why? You don't see Pep Guardiola doing that. You don't. When they were in Centurions, they had Fernandinho at the base of midfield, and they had both David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne as attacking midfielders, and they just created chances. And Fernandinho did his job. We don't have a Fernandinho. We have Fred, who can only play as a 2. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to play as a 2, so that's fine. We should be able to play Pogba and Bruno. And if you want to play Donny Van de Beek as a winger, that's fine. Or we should be able to play Fred and Donny, and then Bruno up front. Or Nemanja Matic in for Fred. Or maybe even if you really, really want McTominay alongside instead of Fred. But we don't. And we should have a team. We should have a set way to play in, and make teams change for us. We can't every game when we play against a good team bring in Scott McTominay, and then when we play a good team, a crap team, sorry, or just an average team which we should be beating, like a Brighton, for example, then we'll bring Pogba in. We lose out on attacking, and yeah, it's just not necessary. And we need a centre back. That is abundantly clear. We need a centre back. Like I say, we play 2 defensive midfielders, and when I say defensive midfielders, I mean it. Fred and McTominay have to play very, very defensive midfielders. In a 2, Fred can do that on his own. Matic can do it on his own just normally. So we got 2 defensive midfielders covering these defenders. If we had Man City, don't have that. So if we got rid of, let's say we sell Maguire, or we just replace Maguire with, we'll use Koulibaly as an example. With Koulibaly, suddenly we don't need 2 to cover him. We can just have the 1. But I think that's why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plays McTominay and Fred a lot, because we try and protect that back line, because it's not good enough. But yeah, I found out that Greenwood was injured. Well, I picked him a knock, so that's why he wasn't here today. But let's go back to the player ratings. Fred, 8. Oh. Fred will get an 8. Fred was brilliant today. Winning the ball. And what a surprise. You put Fred back into his best position. Fred plays fantastically. And he did today. Fred was outrageously good. He was part of the reason we ran. We played so well. He won the ball back so often. Helping Luke Shaw out on that left-hand side. He was on the left, not the right. And he was fantastic. He won the ball constantly. Played. And when he got the ball, something was so important. He looks up and tries to play the ball forward every time. That's the first thing he wants to do. He wants to play the ball forward. McTominay doesn't do that. And that's why I love Fred so much today. Let's look at that first goal again. He got the ball from, I think it was Wan-Bissaka. What's he doing? First thing he did, looks up, finds Marcus Rashford in a great bit of space. He then found Bruno. No, it was the second goal, sorry. Where he found Rashford, who then found Bruno, put a great ball in, and Rashford headed home. Well, tried to head home, just missed the ball. And we scored. Brilliant. McTominay doesn't do that. McTominay was better today. He looked for a few long balls, but it wasn't great. So I'm going to give McTominay 6. McTominay wasn't bad. He wasn't great. It was one of his better games recently. I didn't think he played terribly against Besiktas. But I'm happy that we won today. And I think he was a part of that. He did win the ball quite well. Again, it was a lot of negative passes. When he could go forward, he goes backwards, which is a shame. But if we win the game, we win the game. And that's all that really matters to me right now. And which we did. And I think we need to we're going to see a lot of things on social media being like, we were so brilliant today. We were this, we were that. That's how we should be playing. Take it with a pinch of salt, because we've seen it all before. We have seen it all before. We've seen every game when we lose. This ain't good enough. And then next week we'll go and play exactly the same. Or when we win, we'll be like, that's what Manchester United are. And then what do? We go and lose. We go and lose the next game. don't take everything you see on social media from these players with a pinch of salt, because none of it's real. Do they care? I believe they do. I think some of them do. You can see players like Bruno Fernandes. He cares. Rashford cares. Martial cares. Shaw cares. Wan-Bissaka cares. McTominay cares. Fred cares. But players like, I don't know. I don't think all of. I've just named about half the team. Does Maguire care? Does Lindelof care? De Gea cares. I don't think all of them cares, and I don't think Pogba cares enough, to be honest. Don't know about Donny van de Beek. We don't see him. We don't see Donny van de Beek. And the way he's been treated has been a disgrace. And I keep saying that. We have West Brom after the international break. We have to win it. We have to win it. If we don't win it, then we might as well have lost this game. And that's where our problem comes from. Because I said it in the preview, I think. I have less confidence for that West Brom game than I do this game. Less confidence than I had for this game. Because that's the type of game we lose. Against a team which we should easily win, we lose. And we did it. We've done it time after time. Last year we beat Manchester City and Tottenham, Jose Mourinho and Pep Guardiola, back to back. And then what? Then we lose to we didn't lose to Norwich, but we lost to teams like, did we lose to Villa? Or did we drew? I think we just drew to Villa. And it's results like that. Against the worst team is when we play our best. Our worst. Against the best top team is when we're the best we can be. And we need a manager, and we need Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to pick his team and settle on it. And I think that's something he doesn't do. He doesn't settle on a team at all. And he needs to settle on a team and have that team playing, because he tinkers too much. And that's a huge issue. We have, what's his name? Last year, after lockdown, what did we do? We played the same team consistently, and we went on a consistent run. At the end of it, at the end, we fell off because we lost Luke Shaw through injury, and we had to play Brandon Williams at left back, who isn't left back. And we played a consistent team, and we played consistently well until we lost a key player. And that was what we said last year, the fact we don't have backup. We got backup this year in Donny van de Beek, and players are just improving. We got Twanzebe back. We got Tellez for left back. We have Wan-Bissaka and Williams can play right back. And we've got backup now, but we need to have a consistent team that we look to play, and then we make small changes here and there. We can take out a Paul Pogba or a Bruno Fernandes, put in a Donny van de Beek. We can take out a Marcus Rashford, and we can put in, well, right now it's what would you do? You put in Greenwood, actually, wouldn't you? You put in Greenwood, or you'd put in Cavani and put him up top and put Martial on the left. There's these changes you can make with this team now, and now. Did we want these? Did we want Cavani? No, we didn't. We wanted Jadon Sancho, but it's good. That's what we want to see. We want to be able to see this rotation. But now we've got this rotation, it's like we have to play a different starting lineup every week, which we don't. What we just have to do, we need to settle on a team like we did at the end of last year, and then from that point on, we then make changes, slight changes here and there, but consistently we have to kind of stay the same. Start Pogba. Start Donny over Mata. Even put Greenwood back out onto that right side. And then maybe before a game, be like, take Mata out. Take Greenwood out and we'll put Mata in today. Just a slight change. Nothing massive like we see here, where we're playing two defensive midfielders. And that's what we need to really do. But anyway, let's get back onto the training ground. Juan Mata, he's getting a 4. I don't think he offered much at all. Don't think he paid well. Again, I think he left what's his name? left Wan-Bissaka exposed time after time. And it's a shame. It's a shame to see Mata ain't the player he once was, and I don't think he's ever really been a winger, and you can see that he cuts in so often. He wants to be in that middle of the park where Bruno is. He wants to be in this area. He wants to be in this area where Bruno applies himself, and he can't be. That's just simply not where Juan Mata can play. Which means then Aaron Wan-Bissaka has all of this width, which he has to deal with. And when you're playing against a Lucas Digne and a Bernard and Dominic Calvert-Lewin will come out, he'll find himself exposed, and that's what happens to Wan-Bissaka. And Mata finds himself. I said this against Luton. He finds himself cutting him way too much for my liking, and leaves Wan-Bissaka exposed, and it's not good enough. And I thought he did it again today. And I don't think he was brilliant today, so he's getting a 4. Marcus Rashford. 6. 6. I don't think he was amazing today, Rashford. He ran when he got the ball. He was pretty good. Obviously, I mean, obviously, you have to take everything I say with a pinch of salt still, because I missed so much of the second half, unfortunately. But from what I did see, I don't think he was brilliant. I think he played well. He played about average. I mean, that can be said the same for Maguire and Juan Mata, and really McTominay. And that time I went missing. Maguire may have been outstanding, but first half really, which is what I really have to try and base this on. So I didn't see much of Maguire at the end. He was brilliant. Maguire was poor, and he might have been really good second half. When he came back, he looked better in the second half. Obviously, like I said, he made that really good interception, which, you know what, I will give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. That's a 6. That's now a 6. There you go. I'll give Maguire a 6. And you know what? Actually, I'll give Mata a 5. Mata will get a 5. I'll give everyone a bit of leniency because I weren't here, so I assume they played better. And I feel like because I'll give them cases well, I feel like I've been a bit harsh on them. So Juan Mata, we get a 5. Bruno Fernandes, I think he was fantastic today. Honestly, fantastic. He won the ball so much. Played very good balls in, and he's getting a 9. He was man of the match for me. Absolutely man of the match. He was brilliant for me today. Thought he was very, very good. And like I say, he's getting my man of the match. And yeah, he was brilliant today. He scored both 2 goals, which obviously means he was gonna get man of the match anyway. And he was very creative. I mean, it's not as if he's played badly and scored 2 goals, which we see sometimes is the case with players. But he was fantastic, and he deserves that man of the match for me. He makes every team for me in the Premier League. He plays for every team, and he was brilliant today. Anthony Martial, I think he played well. Anthony Martial, I'm giving him a 7. Could be a bit biased because I do really like Anthony Martial as a player, but he was fantastic. He was fantastic, Martial. In front of goal, it wasn't the Martial we've come to expect from him recently. Missed a good chance on the volley when he was through on goal and was offside. He put it right at Pickford. It was sloppy, but apart from that, his hold up play was fantastic, and he deserves to get a 7. I thought if he got a goal today, he would be an 8 or a 9. But the fact he didn't score did bring him down to a 7. But yeah, Pogba, 6. Twanzebe 6. Cavani gets a 7. I weren't here majority of the time they were on the pitch. I got a small snippet of what they were doing, what they did, and they didn't. From what I saw, they played average. They didn't do anything amazingly. They didn't do anything awfully. Cavani gets a 7 over what Pogba and Twanzebe both got 6s, plainly because he scored. So he gets given an extra 1. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'll give a 7. He didn't pick the team I would have liked. Again, I think the way he's treated Donny van de Beek is awful. I think he has to. Why hasn't he come on today? Really disappointing him. And yeah, I mean, Mata starting again, no. McTominay starting again, no. Maguire, starting today, no. I don't agree with these players. And like I said, it's rewarding poor performances. And again, McTominay got average. Mata got below average. Maguire got average, but obviously I did miss some of the games, so he might have been better. And yeah, so he got players wrong. I don't think McTominay should have started. I don't think Mata should have started. Maguire, he was always going to start. I don't think he would have, but I'm not surprised he started. I'm not surprised Mata or McTominay would have really started either. But I feel like Donny van de Beek should have started today. He didn't do it, and he didn't. Then he didn't even come on, which is criminal for me. I honestly don't understand why Mata is getting picked over Donny van de Beek, and why Donny van de Beek isn't getting picked at all. I think it's absolute madness. Absolute madness. I really, really don't understand it. I really don't understand it. And yeah, so I'm happy with these match ratings. Um, yeah, Matt I shouldn't have played, but he was average. But I'm happy. Obviously, we won the game, but we need to be better. We need to be better. We need to we can't have Juan Mata starting every week because he's not good enough. Good 3-1. Oh yeah, all in. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't think Mata. Well, I don't think Man United can play this way every week. And were we the better team throughout the game? No, we weren't really. But did we win the game? Yes, we did. And that's the main thing, really. At the end of the day, as long as we're winning the game, winning games, I'm going to be happy. Um, yeah, Mata weren't good enough. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saved his job for a week. For the international break. He won't get sacked after West Brom now. But he needs to push on. We need to push on if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to keep his job still. I think has he kept his job for the time being? Yes, he has. Has he secured his job for next year? No, he hasn't yet. So he needs to keep playing how he is and should be winning. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will ride his luck at times. I think his starting lineups in a way, obviously, like I keep saying about Juan Mata, could have cost us. And for example, in the first half, I believe it was Digne. Digne had a shot and hit the post. He quite easily could have played it across the line where Dominic Calvert-Lewin was screaming for it. And what's that? Was that 1-0 or 2-0 at that point? Would that put him 1-0 up or 2-0 up? And then at that point on, the game's over. The game's over and we've lost. And you need a bit of a luck as a manager. And you're not always going to get that. Not all the time that left back's going to be shooting there. A lot of the time he's going to put it across goal. And I think that will be the case. If we keep playing Mata on that right hand side, Wan-Bissaka is still going to keep getting exposed, and at some point the left back there isn't going to shoot. he's going to put it across and we're going to concede, and that could be the difference between a win and a loss. But like I said, I think Mata was our man of the match. Not man of the match. I think Bruno was our man of the match. He was fantastic. He plays in the role Mata wants to play in, but that's not good enough. Mata should be should be a rotation option for Bruno, with Donny van de Beek starting over Mata, than Donny van de Beek being a rotation option for Bruno and Donny van de Beek being on the bench and Mata starting, if you get what I mean. I would like to see more. Obviously, Greenwood apparently had a knock today, so that's why he weren't here, which is all right, I suppose. I don't think he was bad. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below, subscribe down below, and get in the live chat and comments what you think of the game. And I'm looking forward to the next game is West Brom. That's after the international break. I should hopefully have a England watch along so stay tuned for that, and hopefully I should have more videos coming up, and because I hopefully will be able to, I plan to get some more how to fix videos out, because I've kind of stepped off them since the restart of the Premier League, and I want to get it back, start making them again. So I look forward to making them. And comment down below what other content you'd like to see on this channel. Check out my personal channel, FSS114. Link should be in the description. And follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. And like I said, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.